Well, it turns out the pilot being hailed a hero in Philadelphia is actually originally from Minnesota. Daniel Moore grew up in Minnetrista, and yesterday he was the one flying a medical helicopter on its way to a children's hospital when something went wrong. But everybody on that chopper survived. 2 medical crew members and a 2-month-old baby. Moore was the only one injured in the crash.
Fox 9's Leah Bino spoke with the pilot's father about the pride and the relief he's feeling tonight.
You know, you always have the fear of that, especially if you're a helicopter pilot, that something may go wrong.
Seeing news reports of the wreckage states away near Philadelphia, Larry Moore says as a former military pilot himself, he wasn't surprised to learn of a medical helicopter crash.
His fiance texted us and told us that he had been in a crash.
But the alert to this crash was different because it involved his son, Daniel Moore.
He's doing well. He doesn't remember what happened until the paramedics were cutting his clothes off to put him in the ambulance.
Larry says after raising his son in Minnetrista, Daniel joined the military and has been flying almost ever since. His more than 27 years of experience includes flying with the Army, D.C. National Guard, Border Patrol, commercial airlines, and most recently piloting for a private medevac company out east. Larry believes all that experience was an immense help when the chopper Daniel was flying Tuesday, trying to get a 2-month-old baby girl to a children's hospital, started to have trouble over a very populated suburb of Philadelphia.
My heart dropped. I was back at police headquarters. We heard the call come out. The first call, I said, no way. And then a second, then a third.
Local police say the 911 calls poured in for several minutes as it seemed the pilot was looking for a place to land.
Knew that it was either crashing or landing right here.
The chopper ultimately put down right next to a church.
As you can see from the scene, there aren't even poles down. He was able to avoid pedestrians, cars. It's amazing, you know, it's really a testament to the pilot and what he was able to do in keeping everyone safe.
Larry says Daniel suffered 7 broken ribs, 5 broken vertebrae, a cracked sternum, and is having surgery Thursday.
He really took the brunt of this.
He did, yeah. Being in the front of the helicopter, you're the first one to arrive at the crash scene is what he said.
FAA and NTSB investigators spoke briefly to Daniel in the hospital, but need to wait to talk details of the crash until he has a chance for some healing.
That should be his priority, and I'll worry about my investigation later.
In the meantime, many ranging from first responders to a Pennsylvania state representative who lives just blocks from the crash site are repeatedly calling this a miracle.
Obviously, the helicopter never should have crashed, but an early thank you on behalf of the people who live here, including my own family, to the pilot and everyone else and the first responders here who kept us all safe.
He's a great kid.
You should be very proud.
We are. He's going to recover and be just fine.
Leah Bino, Fox 9.
Oh, that's great, right?
Story, yeah.
Always a Minnesota connection.
Yeah,
Somewhere.
and thanks to his father for talking with us today about all of that.
Well,